sparkling water looks healthy, but is it quietly harming your teeth, bones, or digestion? The science may surprise you. The consumption of carbonated water, which is also referred to as sparkling water, club soda, and fizzy water, is an excellent substitute for consumed sugary soft drinks. On the other hand, there have been some concerns raised about the fact that it is not quite so beneficial to your health. This is the topic that I will be discussing in this video, and to tell you the truth, I was quite taken aback by the information that I discovered. In order to comprehend the impact it has on health, it is necessary to first comprehend the manufacturing process. The term carbonated water refers to water that has been infused with carbon dioxide gas for the purpose of adding bubbles to the water. These days, salt is typically added to them in order to enhance the flavor, and additionally, there are occasionally trace amounts of other minerals that are included. Having said that, it is important to point out that naturally occurring sparkling mineral waters like Perrier and San Pellegrino naturally contain minerals and softer compounds from the earth. As a result, tonic water is distinct once more. In addition to being a type of carbonated water, it also contains a compound known as quinine, which is a bitter one. Additionally, sugar or high fructose corn syrup may be included. At this point, the reaction between carbon dioxide gas and water results in the production of a weak acid known as carbonic acid. A prickly sensation that people can find either irritating or enjoyable is caused by carbonic acid, which has been shown to stimulate the same nerve receptors in your mouth as mustard and cinnamon. Carbonic acid is the substance that causes this sensation. At this point, the pH of carbonated water is approximately 3 to 4 due to the presence of carbonic acid. In other words, it has a slight acidic quality. A number of individuals are concerned about this, but before I go any further, I would like to make it clear that consuming an acidic beverage does not cause your body to become more acidic. Carbon dioxide that is in excess is eliminated by our kidneys and lungs, which guarantees that our blood will always maintain a slight alkaline state, regardless of the foods or beverages that we consume. All right, but does it have any impact on dental health? While the acidity of carbonated water does not have any effect on your cells, it does have the potential to have a very slight impact on your teeth, owing to the fact that the enamel that serves to protect teeth is directly attacked by the acid. In this study, it was discovered that sparkling mineral water caused slightly more damage to enamel than still water did. However, the most significant finding was that it was 100 times less damaging than sugary cold beverages. It is rather the sugar in beverages that causes the majority of the harm, not the carbonation that is present in beverages. During the course of this research, the researchers discovered that a sugar-free carbonated drink, specifically Diet Coke, was more detrimental to one's health than a sugar-free carbonated beverage, specifically Gatorade. Now, just so there is no confusion, Gatorade was even more detrimental to tooth decay than regular Coca-Cola, but Red Bull was the most detrimental. Basically, drinking plain sparkling water does not pose a significant threat to one's dental health. Those who are still concerned can try drinking only sparkling water with their meals, or they can simply rinse their mouths with plain water after drinking sparkling water. Both of these options are available to them. Are there any effects of carbonated water on digestion? The findings of some studies suggest that drinking carbonated or sparkling water may actually improve the ability to swallow in both younger adults and older adults. This may come as a surprise to some. A total of 16 healthy individuals were asked to repeatedly swallow a variety of liquids for the purpose of a study. In terms of its ability to stimulate the nerves that are responsible for swallowing function, carbonated water demonstrated the greatest efficiency. In addition, the findings of other studies have demonstrated that the cold temperature of the water amplifies the beneficial effects. Additionally, sparkling water may help you feel full for a longer period of time than plain water does. This is because sparkling water helps food stay in the first part of your stomach for a longer period of time. Because of this, one may experience a feeling of being full. On the other hand, this was demonstrated in a controlled study that involved 19 young women who were in good health. However, larger studies are required to confirm it. When it comes to chronic constipation and the digestive symptoms that are associated with it, such as stomach pain, sparkling water may also be beneficial. Comparing sparkling water to still water has been shown to have significant advantages, according to the findings of a few controlled trials. This is especially true for elderly people. The health of the bones is the final subject that I want to delve into in depth. Carbonated beverages are thought to be detrimental to bone health by a significant number of individuals due to the high acid content that they contain. Nevertheless, the findings of the research indicate that the carbonation is not to blame. Coca-Cola was the only beverage that was found to be associated with significantly lower bone mineral density, according to the findings of a large observational study that included more than 2,500 participants. There was no discernible impact that carbonated water had on the health of the bones. Coca-Cola beverages, in contrast to carbonated water and clear soda, contained a significant amount of phosphorus. The hypothesis put forward by the researchers was that people who drink cola might not have sufficient calcium in comparison to phosphorus, a factor that may increase the likelihood of bone loss occurring. Interestingly, a controlled study conducted on 18 postmenopausal women found that those who consumed 1 liter, or 34 ounces, of sodium-rich sparkling water for a period of 8 weeks had better calcium retention and no negative effects on bone health compared to those who consumed plain mineral water. When we take into account the findings of animal studies, which generally indicate that carbonated water is beneficial for bone health, we are able to confidently conclude that it does not have any negative effects on bone health. According to the findings of the same study that we have just examined, carbonated water has beneficial effects on certain aspects of cardiovascular health, such as cholesterol levels and certain inflammatory processes. Therefore, I believe that, in general, we can say that it is not any worse than water that is either plain or still. Personally, I find it revolting. However, if you find pleasure in it, there is no convincing reason to stop doing it. We appreciate you watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up if you found this to be helpful or enjoyable. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the Homey Wellness YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button that is located below the video. By doing so, you will be able to watch all of our new videos as soon as they are uploaded.